Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we will be talking about the climatic conditions of India. As we all know that India is a large country having varied climatic conditions. It has got variations in its climatic conditions because of its vastness and different physiographic conditions. The whole of India has a tropical monsoonal climatic condition. The greater part of India lies in the tropical zone because the Tropic of Cancer passes from the center of India, making it the region which is influenced by the southwest and the northeast monsoon winds. Local variations in the climatic conditions of different regions in India is because of the variations in precipitation or rainfall. For example, it is hot summer in Rajasthan, which has the highest temperature, which can go up to 55 degrees centigrade. And the driest place of India is in Jaisalmer, which was a formal medieval trading center and a princely state of Rajasthan at the heart of the Thar Desert. It is also called as the Golden City, where the annual rainfall is less than 13 centimeter because of the blockages which are caused by the Aravalli range. There is a lot of variations in the temperature, like in Rajasthan, it is very hot in the summer months, whereas in Ladakh, in the middle of the winter night, the temperature can go down to minus 45 degrees centigrade, which is a very cold region and is also known for its glaciers. The variation of precipitation can be seen in Mawsynram, which is in East Khasi Hills of Meghalaya district, which receives the highest rainfall in the world. It's the wettest place which has the average annual rainfall of 11,802.4 millimeters, whereas the driest place, as explained, was in Jaisalmer in Rajasthan. Now let's talk about the seasons in India. The cold weather season or the winter starts from December and lasts till February. The lowest temperatures found in the northern plains of India, which is the interior, far away from the moderating influence of the sea. The Deccan Plateau is warmer in the winters since it is closer to the equator. In the northern plains, including Punjab, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, and Himalayas, there is a high pressure belt which is generated. It is a high pressure belt because the temperatures are low. It is inversely proportional, like the temperature is inversely proportional to the pressure. So if it is lower temperature, then there will be a high pressure. When the temperatures are low, the air does not rise, it is heavy and it exerts a lot of pressure on the surface of the earth. That is why the pressure is higher when the temperature is lower. So offshore winds start blowing towards the low pressure from the northern plains towards the oceans, that is the Indian Ocean and the Bay of Bengal. These offshore winds are prevailing winds. They do not carry any moisture because they are blowing from the land to the ocean. So they are basically dry winds. It's always blow from a region of high pressure to a region of low pressure. So there is low pressure over the ocean. That is why the winds are blowing from the land towards the oceans in the winter season. These winds cannot blow towards the Arabian Sea because of the plateau region of India. Therefore, they are forced to blow over the Ganga plains towards the Bay of Bengal. Once they are over the Bay of Bengal, the winds are attracted by the low pressure in Tamil Nadu because Tamil Nadu has got higher temperatures. It is deflected towards Chennai and they follow the northeast direction, which is the direction of the prevailing winds. Once the winds blow over the Bay of Bengal region, they collect a lot of moisture, and as they blow towards Chennai, they bring a lot of rainfall in the winter season in Chennai. So, winter rainfall occurs in Chennai, whereas the rest of India is mostly dry. During this season, parts of Punjab, Jammu and Kashmir, and Uttaranchal region gets about 10 to 15 centimeters of rainfall, which is brought down by the westerly depressions or winds which originate in the Mediterranean region. The Mediterranean region of Europe has got a lower temperature in comparison to India, even though India also has winter season. So the pressure over the Mediterranean region is higher in comparison to India, and winds always blow from high pressure to a region of low pressure. So winds are attracted towards the northern part of India from the high pressure belt which is generated over the Mediterranean region. And since these winds are coming from the Mediterranean, they carry with them a lot of moisture. So when these winds clash against the Himalayas, they basically precipitate as snowfall in the mountains as well as rainfall in the northern plains. This is called as the western disturbances of the winter season in India. Hot weather season in India. This season begins in March and ends in May, and the temperatures begin to rise in March, and the highest temperature is reached by the end of May and the beginning of June. The highest temperature is found again in the northern plains as it is away from the moderating influence of the sea. The Deccan Plateau is relatively cooler because it is near the sea. From March to May, the sun moves from over the equator towards the Tropic of Cancer. By June 21st, it is directly overhead over the Tropic of Cancer. So, the peninsula of India, that is south of the Satpuras, experience temperatures between 35 to 40 degrees centigrade. Coastal areas, due to the moderating influence of the sea, have lower temperatures, about 27 to 32 degrees centigrade. The central part of India, comprising of Delhi and Madhya Pradesh as well as Uttar Pradesh, experience temperatures between 40 and 45 degrees centigrade. That is the interior, that is why it is away from the moderating influence and experiences very high temperatures. Due to the high temperatures over the northern parts of India and the central regions of India, it experiences lower pressure. Why low pressure? Because the air absorbs the heat energy and it rises, creating a low pressure over the surface of the earth. Due to the low pressure system that is originated and generated over the northern plains of India, there is a circulation of winds which can take place or rise to violent local storms, occasionally moisture laden, which brings a lot of rainfall as well. These local storms are Loo, which is the name given to the hot and dry winds that blow in the northern plains. It is common in Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, and is also called as Andhi in Bihar. So basically, they are very dry and hot winds, which are local winds which blows because of the high temperature. Mango showers. They are the rain showers which are very good for mango trees which occur along the coast of Kerala, as well as Kal Baisakhi, which means the calamity of the month of Baisakh, occurs in Assam and West Bengal. These are thunderstorms accompanied with strong winds and heavy rainfall. Blossom shower, which is a pre-monsoon shower, especially in Kerala, Karnataka, and parts of Tamil Nadu. It helps in the flowering of plantation crops like coffee and tea, as well as mango plantation. Bardoli Chirha is the local thunderstorm of hot weather season in Assam, useful for the cultivation of tea, rice, and jute. Arrival of monsoons in India. So, from June 21st, the sun shines directly over the Tropic of Cancer, which is summer solstice. The land mass gets extremely heated, intensely heated, due to which there is an area of low pressure which is developed over the Indian subcontinent. The ocean is cooler on the other hand because water gets heated up at a slower rate in comparison to land surface. So there is a high pressure which is existing over the Indian Ocean. The low pressure which is developed over the land surface is intense enough to attract the winds from over the Indian Ocean even in the southern hemisphere. Thus, the southeast trade winds are attracted towards India, which are the prevailing winds in the southern hemisphere, which is attracted towards India. When these southeast trade winds cross the equator, they are deflected towards the right due to the Coriolis effect and they blow into India as southwest monsoon winds. Since the southwest winds are coming from the ocean, they are moisture laden winds and they cause a lot of rainfall in India. Therefore, the monsoons arrive in India. Basically, they arrive in two branches, the Arabian Sea branch and the Bay of Bengal branch. Kanyakumari is the first place and Kerala is the first state in India to receive monsoon rainfall. Let's talk about the Arabian Sea branch and the Bay of Bengal branch. The Arabian Sea branch gives heavy rainfall, more than 200 centimeters, to the windward side of the Western Ghats. Example in Panaji. The Deccan Plateau, which lies on the leeward side of the Western Ghats, receive less than 150 centimeters of rainfall because as the winds cross the Western Ghats, they basically become less moisture laden. And as these winds continue to move eastwards, the rainfall starts decreasing more and more. Like Hyderabad receives less than 100 centimeters of rainfall, and Chennai gets less than 40 centimeters of rainfall because of the monsoon winds. The Arabian Sea branch does not give much rainfall in Rajasthan because of the Aravalli ranges, which lie parallel to the direction of winds, and hence condensation does not occur. Therefore, Rajasthan gets less than 25 centimeters of rainfall. Now, the Bay of Bengal branch, which blows from the southwestern direction, is deflected by the Arakan Mountains of Myanmar and the northeastern hills of India, which includes Garo, Khasi, and Jaintia. This is the branch of monsoonal winds which blows from the Bay of Bengal region and enters India through the northeastern hills of India. They blow into India as southeastern monsoons. Now, the delta of Ganga and Brahmaputra is the first region which receives the Bay of Bengal branch. The northeastern hills of India receive heavy rainfall because of the Bay of Bengal branch. Like Cherrapunji and Mawsynram on the windward side receive more than 2,500 centimeters of rainfall, and Shillong on the leeward side gets about 250 centimeters. The rainfall decreases as the winds reach the eastern Himalayas and blows westwards into the Ganga plain, attracted by the lower pressure in Punjab and Rajasthan. Bikaner, lying in the rain shadow of Aravalli, gets very little or no rainfall at all. These winds give very heavy rainfall, about 200 centimeters in the lower Ganga valley. So, Calcutta, which lies in the lower Ganga valley, receives more than 200 centimeters of rainfall. Patna, which lies in the middle Ganga region, receives 150 centimeters, and Amritsar in the upper Ganga region receives 100 centimeters of rainfall. The retreating southwest monsoon season, which starts from October and November, when the temperature in the northern plains begin to decrease as the sun's rays no longer falls directly at the Tropic of Cancer. In September, the sun shines directly at the equator. The low pressure over the northern plains is no longer very strong to attract the monsoon southwest winds into the heart of India. Seem to withdraw from India, and this season is called as retreating southwest monsoon season. This season is marked by cyclones in the Bay of Bengal as the winds are blowing towards it. They hit in the east coast of India and Bangladesh, causing widespread damage to life, property, and crops. The temperature and humidity is very high, and this condition is known as October heat in the month of October. This season is a transition from hot rainy season to dry and cold winter season.